Choked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Why would Musa do something like that? You think he'd sit with us all evening like everything was fine, and then decide out of...
Can someone explain what?
Chetan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned, but he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chetan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would know.
You are probably right.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed...
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain. It is not all that common in my country. But I follow the teachings of the great Scot. I tried other alcohol as well. But drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer...
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend.
Wait, sir. As Henry here said, Musa was with us all evening. I have no idea what happened here, but Chetan was stabbed.
So, he's in league with someone else.
With one of the half-wits here?
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and...
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to...
The lad's right.
Might I...
You can be glad you're not in...
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this...
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp.
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Church...
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all...
I'm glad we see eye to eye. That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that?
What is this royal just...
He's a crown official who makes sure the law's enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of... Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard... And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here...
Who is this Stibor of Stiborzhitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind.
You really don't have any idea what...
How could I? We should...
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him, but you could...
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you have to get rid of the guard somehow.
All right. How much time do...
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund. Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending the royal... I'd say we have...
Well, I know one of the bathhouse wenches. Maybe she could...
That's not a bad idea. Off you go, then. And Henry,